Well, how's she going, boys? Mike here. Welcome back to Grampie's Workshop. Finally get to do a project in the shop today. I got the 2010 CanAm 500 Max XT sitting in the shop here. I got to do a little maintenance on it. One of the things I need to do is change a headlight. I have a headlight bulb that's burnt out. So let's get over there and dig into it and see how we go about doing that. Well, there you see it. One of these things is not like the other. We got to do a little work on this buddy over here. So let's get the stool pulled up there beside the bike and we'll have a look at it. Okay, I've got the bike jacked up here so I can get a little bit better access. There's the back of the headlight, and there's a cover on here that the bulb plugs into, or that protects the bulb. There's 3 screws. There's one there, one down here, and one on the other side. And because of the tightness of the area, you're not going to be able to see much because I have a hard time even getting in there myself. So I'll come back when I get those screws out a little. So I'm trying to get this last screw out. I hope you can see. Probably can't see much. They're little tiny Phillips screws, of course, Phillips screws. So now this should come off. Something like that. So that's just a ring, you can see that. That's just a ring that holds this rubber boot in place. So now we take the rubber boot off. And that gives us access to the back of the bulb. Now this bulb should just pull out. I think this is the socket for it. Maybe not. Well, I'm going to say typical to CanAm engineering, this was not an easy thing to remove. There's the light bulb plug, the headlight plug. On either side of that, there's a little tab right here, if you can see that, and there's one on that side. And what you have to do is push those tabs in, and then you can pull that connector off the back of the headlight. I'm gonna hold it here. The back of the headlight, these pins here, just if you squeeze that in you can slide it out. But I don't know about you, but like my fingers I don't think are fat, but I couldn't get my hand in there. I had to put channel locks on it. I fussed with it with screwdrivers, and I even took this whole headlight assembly off the bike, which they say you don't have to do. But finally I put my channel locks in there and I was able to pull that connector off. And once you get those 2 tabs pushed in, it slipped off there pretty easy, really. But anyway, let's go over the bench now and see if we can change that bulb. Okay, we're just going to clean it up here. Not a great deal because it's so cold in the shop here I don't have any fluid that's not frozen. Alright, this is an HID bulb, so I don't want to touch it. One of the elements is burnt out in this bulb, the other one is okay. So I think the way you'll get this out is you just push down on that pin and it slides up and then out of the way, and then this bulb should pull out, and voila, there it is. Looks like it'll only go in one way, so let's set this aside. And I was on Amazon the other day and ordered a new bulb. It's a UV filter, 30% more light. Now this bulb may be a different color than the one on the left hand side of the bike, so I may end up changing it. Changing both of them, I mean. And when I compare the bulbs, they look to be identical, so that's good. I was concerned that maybe my bulb wasn't going to be right. I was also interested in getting LED bulbs, but I wasn't exactly sure of the proper bulb fitment, so I didn't bother ordering the LED bulbs. I just got these HID lights. It said these were the exact replacements, and it looks like they are. So let's see if we can get this back in here now. Looks like it goes in this way. There's this tab on the top is fatter than the other 2 ones on the bottom, so that's the way you key it to put it in correctly, so that you can't, it's made for guys like me, so you can't screw it up. So that just sits in the bulb like that. Then this spring clip goes down and locks in there, like so. And there's the bulb back in place. So now what I'm going to do is go put the, we're going to remount this headlight housing here in the bike, and then we're going to reconnect it. So there won't be much exciting going on there, I hope. This headlight can has 3 screws that hold it in place. And again, I apologize because I'll be leaning right in front of where you're looking, no doubt. This screw started here, I guess. We'll try to. And these are just coarse threaded screws that thread into the plastic body parts, so no impact wrench here, that's for sure. Alright, should be another one going on this side, and this is the one that's going to be hard to get in because I can't see it. Oh yeah, that's what's happening, eh? I thought I had threaded in the hole and it didn't. So I'm going to be wrestling with this for a while, but when I get this connected up, all up, I'll come back and show you. Okay, there's the inside one tightened up. That's the hard one to get to. The bottom one. There. I think we got them all. Once I got that headlight body set square in the opening, the screws within these holes not too bad, so I was pleased with that. Alright, so we got the bulb in there, and now we've got to put our boot back on. And let me see, this goes this way. Alright, before I go any further, I'm going to try it. There's 2 lights. And there's 2 lights. I like it. I like it when the plan comes together. And you know what? They're not a different color, so that's good too. So I'm just going to leave that. I'm not going to change the other one. I got a spare bulb now. Alright, now we put this rubber boot back on. There's some grooves cut in this rubber boot, which is kind of nice, eh? Because then it makes it so that it'll grip on good to the headlight body, and really help to keep the fluids out, the liquids. So that's good. Get them on pretty easy. And then this cover goes back on here with 3 screws. Looks like it only go on one way too. So. But these are going to be hard to get in because they're little tiny Phillips screws. It looks like this ring cover here that holds the rubber boot on was keyed so that once you get it in place, the holes line up. So that was nice to see. Let me get a better screwdriver. Get a little stubby, might work better. We'll see. I read one time about Phillips screws. I hate Phillips screws, by the way, FYI. But I read one time that they were created for the automotive industry for assembly line work. because you don't have to line up right straight on to use them. But I find if you're not lined right straight up, man, they don't work good at all. So this guy goes way over here in the corner, I think. I think there's a hole in there. Right there. Yeah, so the Phillips screwdriver was made for assembly line work, but I wouldn't want to be the guy in the assembly line who had to put these screws in, that's for sure. I'm using the long one because it has a smaller Phillips tip on it. Alright, I think that's got it. There. Well, Clyde, I think we're done. Well, I must say, it's nice to get back out in the shop, do a little project. I was getting rusty. And then when I started digging into that headlight, I thought, hey, this is going to be a simple little one. I wasn't even going to film it, because I figured just probably a 5-minute job. But CanAm, you know CanAm, they don't make anything simple. Anyways, I managed to get that headlight out of there eventually and changed it, and now we've got 2 good lights. So anyways, I hope you like this little video about how to change a headlight on a CanAm 500 XT Max 2010. And if you did, thumbs up me. Leave me some comments. Tell me about some struggles you had working on your ATVs, would you? Make me feel good. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Stay safe, and we'll talk to you soon.